Wow.
Hey! Shut up.
So annoying.
Oh, man. Please!
What's wrong?
Seriously? You gotta take care of yourself. My bad. Damn right. Name's Takeshi Yamamoto. I'm the ultimate weightlifter, and I'm hella proud of it.
Wow.
Ha!
You've got to be kidding me!
I don't respect you.
Oh, man.
Shut up. Damn right.
Wow.
Not bad. Hell yeah!
I wonder.
Huh?
It's not like that! No thanks.
I respect that.
Anyway.
What's going on here?
Uh,
Ugh. What? Oh, great.
Ugh.
Eat shit!
Don't give me that attitude.
calm down.
Hey!
Are you kidding me?
Eat shit! Yeah. Ugh. For fuck's sake! Sorry about that.
Makes sense.
Uh-huh.
Uh,
Seriously?
Oh, man.
Anyways, I'm Matome Hanayama. The name probably doesn't ring a bell, but I'm sure my best-selling manga will. The Writers Club.
That's awesome!
wow.
Jeez, princess.
Duh. I don't give a fuck. Whatever.
Huh?
I don't give a fuck! The fuck's going on here?
That's weird. No kidding. Actually,
You've got to be kidding me!
uh... Oh.
Could it be?
Sure.
Don't yell at me.
It's okay.
Don't say that.
I'm sorry.
You can do this.
You can call me Bonnie, the magical girl who brings smiles to children and adults alike. Never mind. Just call me the ultimate game developer. How embarrassing.
It's okay.
Is it weird
Actually,
Thank you.
Huh? I'm sorry.
How embarrassing.
Oh, man. Don't worry.
Thank you. It's just...
so annoying.
It makes me happy.
That's awesome!
Really?
What's wrong?
It makes me happy.
You can do this.
Of course!
Thank you.
Huh?
I'm sorry!
Hmm.
Pardon me?
Wow.
Oh no! Please!
Oh.
Ah!
Anyway,
Oh my god! I'm sorry. The name given to me is Satoru Tachibana, and my talent is the ultimate historian. Please. I'm sorry.
so annoying.
I can't.
Uh.
Anyway. Really? Oh my god! Oh man. Thank you. How fascinating.
You can do this.
Of course. Ah! I'm not that great. Thank you.
Hmm. Wow.
It's not like that.
Huh?
Well...
Don't worry. I think so too.
Huh?
Huh? Sorry.
Humph. How annoying. Hey! But of course. Anyway.
Hey now.
I'm sorry.
My name is Kyoshi Fujioka. Although my talent is the ultimate puppeteer, it's these guys who are doing all the work.
Of course. Hey!
Anyway. Huh?
It's okay.
Humph.
That's awesome!
What was that?
Well,
Makes sense.